Hey YouTube, welcome to Home Appliance LLC. I understand this isn't an appliance, but I had just picked this up yesterday, this Ryobi power washer, and I'm going to see if I can't get it to run, which I tried yesterday and it didn't, but just for your sake, the viewing audience. So, it won't start. I got a carburetor I'm going to put on. I'm going to video it, so stay tuned. Alright YouTube, we're back. I'm about to show you step by step. So this is the Ryobi 2800. This matches and probably work for you. Let's see here. Then you got the make and model number. Let's see, right here. So that RY802800. And just to start off, the carburetor is behind that piece right there. These are two 10mm screws. So you'll take those off. So here I am taking off these 10mm screws, and they're pretty long. There you go. And then behind there's a breather hose that hooks on right there. And it hooks on right here to right there. All right. The carburetor comes off when you take them screws, and then there's a gasket back behind here. And then there's another one that falls off. That goes on front. Well, so next I'll remove the carburetor. So before I take the carb off, I'm just going to show a few features here, which is the on-off to kill it. Then you have your choke, which if you look there, look, might be hard since it ain't plugged in or fastened. But so here's the fuel line. So we'll take off this fuel line. It has an on-off, so you don't have to, if you have gas in here, you don't have to be concerned about making a mess like on most, where you don't have to empty it first. So, all right, we'll be right back. All right, YouTube, here we are. Try my best to angle this one-man recording video with you. So right here, you can see that there's a little spring. So you take that off, you'll take this piece out, and this piece. And without getting too motion sickness, I will try to, yeah, that ain't working. The first thing you're going to want to do is just make sure this valve shut off. So you look right here, up and down position, no fluids to flow to here. So you get you some needle nose, and you pull that back, and then let's see, take that hose, and be a little tight, so just pull that off. There you go. So now your fuel line's disconnected. So now that you have the fuel hose disconnected, then you have this piece right here hooked in, which is the choke. And then you have this small spring take it off, and then just rotate. So now you got the carb off. This is a 10mm bolt here, so you can take that off. You can clean these. Like I said, I took this one out yesterday. See how gummed up nasty that is? And this little float, so I bought a new one. So until next time, the next video, we'll be putting back on the new carburetor, but this is how you take off the carburetor on a Ryobi power washer. So I've got the carb off. I drained the gas. I just use like a little glass cup, and then you just open this valve, and I'm wanting to just make sure that this gas tank is clean. I put new gas, but I'm just wanting to wash it out because I want to put that new carb on. Just want to make sure there's no debris that's going to clog your new carburetor up. So I'm going to let this finish draining, and then we'll get back and I'll put on the new carb. So here's the replacement carb, which it looks different. I just ordered it off Amazon. It was saying that it was compatible, so we'll see. I'll take off this bowl and we'll look inside. I'm gonna take this off, maybe. Yeah, all right, stop it. 10mm, which I had to take a break because these things were on here tight. So you remove that if you're wanting to just inspect it. And again, once you remove that bottom one, it just comes off. So this is really just more of, I guess, if you're just wanting to drain the fluid. I don't know, like I said, this first one I've seen that had these two screws. So you take that off, and there's your bowl. There's your flap. You take out this pin if you want. So really look at stuff. And then there's a needle. So sometimes these get bad. And so to put it, back together. There's a little ledge there. Again, I haven't seen them where they have the little holder like that, so I'm not really certain. But anyways, you just line it back up. Put that pin in there. And there you go. Put the bowl back in. There's a O-ring here. I guess it's really preference on which way you want that side screw out. So, put that in there. That one goes in there, which are two different OD threads, so like me, you ain't gonna get them mixed up. No possible way. Then you just tighten them back up with your 10mm nut driver, wrench, socket, however you got. Then here in a minute, we'll reassemble this back onto the Ryobi. So now we're going to rehook the spring, the choke, hook them back on here. So the first one is hooked up like that. And you just kind of swivel it. Then this one, it goes back here, and it just swings down. Then you have that little small spring, and it just goes in that little back hole back here. Once you get that, see they're all hooked in there, just re-hook on your gas line. Then there's that little clamp. You just slide it up on there. There you go. Till next video, we'll hook back up this breather hose to here and put this cover on, which can kind of be tricky because you got to re-hold everything. And then till next time. Back gasket back here, I went ahead and removed it. This kit that I had got, it comes with like 3 depending on what you have. So this back one, it fits back here, and then your front one, you just line it up right there. Now on this, it's kind of, when I say difficult, it's really inconvenient. So what you want to do is hook up this air line back here, then you want to get the gasket that goes on the front here. I don't know how good this is videoing, but you put it, line up, match the holes with everything. Let's see. Get these screws here. I just go ahead and stick it through that filter housing, put it through that gasket, and then it comes through back through the hole here. And then this other gasket, go ahead and put it on through that, onto that screw. We're catching that real time. I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna get a re-angle and finish putting in this other screw, and then we'll tighten it all up. Alright, so we got the one screw in on this side, and as you can see, I have this back gasket on here and it swiveled down, and then I have this front gasket, it swiveled down as well. So it's kind of tricky, but I think we can get it. Try to capture this on film through all the fumbles and bumbles, because it's real life, folks. So let's see. Put that. And then may just take this all off again. Okay, so now I'm gonna make sure I get that front gasket. For whatever reason, that one is really giving me problems. There's that. There's that. There's that. Now, get this back gasket. And there you go. Then it back up front, back with the nut driver. And get this all fastened back up. Said it's, the difficulty isn't bad. It's just getting it in there. So until next time, then I'll show you the choke, and then we'll test a spark plug. Now that you got these two 10mm bolts tightened up, if you look over here, there's run and start. So to run, if you notice, look in here at this flap, when it runs, see how that closes? And then when you start it, it opens. So before you move further, just make sure you got all your carburetor hooked back up. And next, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna remove the spark plug. And I bought an inline spark tester here. and we'll see if it's getting spark. This kit I got, it comes with a spark plug, but I'm just kind of curious to see what happens. So see you in a minute. All right, so here we are. Spark plugs right here. So I use needle nose to pull that off. And then this is a 13/16 spark plug socket. You just stick it on there, pull it out. So you need to change your spark plug, that's how you do it, and to put it back in. So here in a minute, I'm gonna hook up that spark plug tester right here. And we'll see if this spark plug's bad, if it got fire. Either way, I may just go ahead and go with the new spark plug. We'll see you in a minute. So I went ahead and got some gas. I already topped up just for visual showing you. I had filled it up with some fresh clean gas. Got the switch over here from off to on. From off to on. I had put in the new spark plug, but here in a minute I'll retake it all apart again. But I have this all hooked up, the spark plug tester. So if you look right here, when I pull, you'll see a orange to see if I'm getting spark. If you notice it right in here. See? So I'm getting spark. So I'll just do it real time while we're all here together. So pull this out. Just that spark plug tester. The new spark plug is 5/8. So all I did was I took the new spark plug, came with the kit over there. I just put it in and just put it in here. Spark plug hole. So, you know, you ever hear someone say, oh, you got a fouled plug, or is it wet, or look at it, all that. All that means is really pull out your spark plug and check it out. I just tighten it up like that. So here on this spark plug connector, which mine was a little too long, so I just cut it because I couldn't get it to snap into the metal here. So just push it on there to the tip. And then this end right here goes in here. And just push it till it clicks. Everything should be good from when I originally started showing you this. So I go back here, make sure it's off, on, and then we'll check here again, see. And if you notice, you're getting spark right there. So what I'll do in the next step, well, I'll just go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and remove it. This is how you remove it. Boom. Now you're ready to go. Now, moment of truth. So went ahead and got some carb choke cleaner just in case. So here we are on the next step, which you want to make sure this is in the on position. You want to pull number 14, it says start. So you want to make sure your flapper's open there. And then you want to make sure this gas line's open. Like I said, we just topped it off a while ago. So got the new spark plug, got the new carburetor, new gas. So moment of truth here, folks. So I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to take some carb cleaner here. See if I can't get something going. Tired, you've seen, replace the spark plug, getting spark, put on the new carburetor, got new gas, showed you turning it on, making sure it's in the start. Cranked it, what, 4 or 5 times? Like, oh man, what a bummer. Well, so I had sprayed some gum out carb choke carb cleaner in there, so I'm gonna turn this back on. turn that to the on spot. Let's see what we can get. There you go, folks. So as you can see there, folks, just a little time, a little carb, putting it together. Kind of lose your confidence, you know, when you ain't seen it bust right off. But if you're getting spark and you got a new carb, I really don't see what issues you could be facing. You like this video, like and subscribe. This is my first video. I plan on making more. So like Home Appliance LLC. If you're in Yukon, Oklahoma City metro area and you need appliance repair, you can call me at 572-243-2049. And here we go. This is that feeling of accomplishment of finding a yard sale treasure.